All right, learning targets. Who's reading the first learning target? Aubrey.
I'm gonna define acceleration.
What does it mean to define? Lamonte.
Describe.
To describe. Anybody else? Jazz? Ben? Say it again. Define the meaning. Anybody else? Aubrey.
To understand.
To understand. Lamonte, anything else?
No. Can I read the next one?
We're still on the first one.
Sorry.
Samantha.
To understand the definition.
To understand the definition, so when we define a word, we want to understand what that word means. Who can define acceleration? Jasmine. I know you don't know, that's why I asked you. What does it mean to accelerate? If you put your head down, you would know the exact answer.
That's acceleration.
Samantha.
It's when there's a change in velocity.
The change in velocity, the video told you that. What does your book tell you? Ariel, what does your book tell you? Accelerate, to accelerate. What does that mean? You didn't read it? Did you not read it?
And object changes speed or direction.
Okay, in your own words, Rhea, what does it mean? In your own words.
To describe an object that is speeding up.
To describe an object that is speeding up. What if I'm slowing down? If I'm slowing down, does that mean I'm accelerating?
No.
Because you're decelerating.
However, in the science world, to accelerate means, Ariel, what did it mean? To change what?
Speed or direction.
To change speed or direction. So what's the V word we use to describe speed and direction, London?
Velocity.
Velocity. So the video says change in velocity. The book says a change in speed or direction. So if I slow down, am I accelerating?
Yes.
Because science, in the science world, to accelerate means to speed up or slow down. So with that said, if I'm speeding up, do you think that's a negative acceleration or a positive acceleration?
Positive.
And if I'm slowing down, do you think it's positive or negative?
Negative.
Who said positive? Are you positive that it's negative? If I'm slowing down, so you're positive that that is negative.
If you're slowing down, you're still accelerating.
That's a true statement. However, is it a positive acceleration or a negative acceleration?
Negative.
It's a negative acceleration. Who remembers Newton's first two laws?
Oh, I had this on.
London. Why not? So you just heard of them. Who remembers them? Ryan. Give me the first law.
I remember one, I think.
Which one is it? The first or second?
I think the first, object cannot be put into motion unless a force is applied.
An object cannot be put into motion unless a force is applied. Who agrees with that? Or I should say, who disagrees with that? Why do you disagree with that? Did you agree, disagree, or you gotta go to battle?
I agree.
You agree. Daniel, why do you disagree with that?
I do.
You don't? What's the second part of that law? You don't know? So we'll work through that second part of that law in a little bit. First, I'm going to get on these slides. So acceleration, the definition.
You see your hands.
The rate at which an object changes speed or direction. And we also said that speed or direction is also associated with what? Velocity. LaShawn, is that an important conversation? So describe the word rate.
Rate?
Rate. If acceleration is the rate at which an object changes speed or direction, what does the word rate mean?
Alright, so if you see the rate, like, if you have chart, like that's a rate, like the rating up, like.
Kate, help him out.
It's funny.
Help me out, Kaden.
I'll do that.
Ariel, can you help him out? What does rate mean?
To rate somebody's outfit.
To rate
On
somebody's
a scale
outfit.
of 1 through 10.
That is true. But in science, what does rate mean, Samantha?
The speed something is going at.
The speed of something you're going at.
Measure speed of something.
Or frequency.
Speed of something. Speed of something.
The speed of something. That could be a rate. LaShawn.
To measure quantity or frequency typical, one measured against some other quantity or measure.
A measure, quantity or frequency, typically one measured against some other quantity or measure. So when we talk velocity, what units do we use?
Slow.
Slow is, okay, that's a different way of putting it, but I'm looking for letters. When we measure speed, what are we measuring?
Miles per hour.
Miles per hour. What's a mile?
A mile is a yard.
A mile is a distance. Adam got it. Miles is distance. Per hour, what's hour? So there goes a rate. There goes a rate. So when we go to Newton's first law, an object at rest will remain at rest when there are balanced forces acting on the object. An object will begin to move when those forces become unbalanced. What do I mean when I say balanced forces?
Like the video?
Ryan.
So like, if like, so the forces are the same. Like, if two people are pulling on something the same like this, then it won't move.
Anybody disagree with him?
I don't know what it says.
Wait, could you say it again, Ryan?
Please say it again, Ryan.
Okay, so like, whenever the forces are the same, like this, it won't move because the forces are the same.
So what you're saying is if I'm standing here holding a ball and London is on the other side of that ball, if I'm pushing with a force of 50 newtons, how many newtons of force does she have to push back at me for it to be balanced?
50.
Anybody? Anybody else that's not saying 52? Remember, it's a balanced force. So Aubrey's right. I'm pushing 50 newtons, so you have to push 50 newtons. So what do we mean when we say an unbalanced force? Brenda. Something that isn't equal. So if I want to push a ball against a Monty, and she's pushing with 50 newtons of force, how much force do I have to push to knock her over?
51.
Pick it up. Pick it up. 50 or higher?
50 plus.
51 or higher? And put your mask on.